It's absolutely essential. It's at the heart of what we're trying to do. I really want to bring the concept of consumer experience that we experience every day outside internally into Campari and embed it in the way that we deliver IT services. When we have a great experience, we want to consume more. So I want my Camparistas, my customers, to consume more of my technology. I think the biggest challenge that we have faced and we are still facing is culture. How do we move the mindset of people from focusing purely on SLAs and KPIs to what's really important, which is actually how do our customers feel? And how are they measuring our service? How do they experience our service? And it takes time. It takes time to get that change embedded in the everyday way of working. And not just internally, also with our providers as well. You know, there's not many providers as well and partners that also have this consumer experience mindset.
What we are able to see is any service, any location, is it working or not? And so I think we have to be realistic about what we can do. Not trying to eat the elephant, as some people say. Yeah. But what we need to do, particularly at this early stage of transition, when without this data we don't really know what people are thinking. It's a very new service. There's still going to be problems. It's looking at where are the priorities and actually dealing with those.
Yes, absolutely. I think we always fall in the trap of having the discussions with the CFO on how much percentage we can choose from the budget. And I really want to be able to flip that discussion to being how much money, how much budget do you want, Chris, to be able to continue to transform our business through technology. I always use the analogy of the first thing a sales director looks at when he gets in the office is his daily sales report. How much did my guys sell yesterday? And am I tracking, online for the month? For me, it's the same thing. I come in the morning. One of the first things I will look at is, what is the progression of the reports, the consumer experience reports. Not having that, I would feel very, very exposed in talking to my business stakeholders around the service that we are providing as an IT organization.
Obviously, there's the continual service improvement we need to do. That goes without saying. But Campari is also on a big transformational journey. A lot of workplace technology changes coming up in the next year. And we can use the experience data to actually see how the users are, what their experience is of that service. We can link it very clearly into when actions or services are going live in different locations and understand what people think. And we can even, through some of our communications, also start to encourage people to give some of that feedback as well. But I think on top of that, because this will tell us what the users think of the service, but also we can use that same data to then understand how well our service partners are able to support these new services as well.
True.
Because it's always the two things in terms of what the users actually think of the service and what their experience was, and how well do we think the vendor actually delivered the service.
Right.
The first time you see the data, especially when you've just initiated a big change around service, it can be quite shocking, and the temptation can be, let's hide it away, let's not look at it. But when you start to spend time looking at it, it really opens your eyes up to what people are really saying. And I think that's the key point.
Sure.
You actually get the feedback from the people receiving the service. And the opportunity from that is enormous to drive a personalized response to them. And for them, despite having potentially a negative experience on the support provision, overall the experience is positive because somebody came back and actually took the time to have a personalized discussion with them about their problems.